In this video, we discuss the differences between DNA and RNA. Composition. Now both DNA and RNA are nucleic acids, and the nucleic acids are made up of nucleotides, which is the monomer, and the nucleotides are made up of basically three components: a 5-carbon sugar, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. So DNA and RNA are also made up of nucleotides. DNA is made up of deoxyribonucleotide and RNA is made up of ribonucleotide, which contains these three components: sugar, phosphate, and nitrogenous base. Nucleic acids are found in all cells and viruses. The function of nucleic acid is to store and express the genetic information. So let us see the different components and the difference between DNA and RNA. First, let us see the difference of sugar. Now in DNA, the sugar is deoxyribose. As you can see, one less hydroxyl group. Here, one oxygen is missing in case of deoxyribose, while then in case of RNA, it is ribose. This is the structure of a ribose. This is a 5-carbon sugar, and here the one oxygen is less, so it is deoxyribose. So sugar is deoxyribose in case of DNA and ribose in case of RNA. Nitrogenous bases. So in case of DNA, the nitrogenous bases are adenine and guanine, these two purines, and thymine and cytosine. These are the two pyrimidines that we find in DNA. The purines have two cyclic structure, you can see two, and in case of pyrimidines, a single structure is in a single cyclic structure is there. In case of RNA, the bases are again purines and pyrimidines. The purines are same, adenine and guanine, but in case of pyrimidines, it is in case instead of thymine you have uracil, and cytosine is same. So here the bases are adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine, and in case of RNA, the bases are adenine, guanine, cytosine, and uracil. Next, the base pairing. Now adenine and thymine pairs, while cytosine and guanine pairs in DNA, and in case of RNA, adenine and uracil, because thymine is not present here, uracil is present. So adenine and uracil pairs, while cytosine and guanine pairs. So you can see here thymine and adenine, these are hydrogen bonds through which the pairing takes place, and cytosine and guanine. While in this case, this pairing is same, cytosine and guanine is same, but instead of thymine here, the adenine pairs with uracil. Phosphate group. So phosphate group, it's same. In the 5' position of this sugar, you have this phosphate, both in case of RNA as well as in DNA. The phosphate group is at the 5' position of the sugar. Okay, let's come to the structure. DNA is a double helical structure. As you can see, it has two strands which are arranged in a helical form, while RNA is single stranded. So you must be thinking that if RNA is single stranded, how come we had said that RNA has base pairs, like for example adenine with uracil and cytosine with guanine? How this base pairing take place? So in this case, what happens is that the RNA, though is a single stranded, it sometimes this whole structure can fold, and between these folds this bonding can take place between the two base pairs. So though it is single stranded, it can fold and form this base pairs. Then we come to the next as genetic material. So DNA is a genetic material of living organisms. So most of the living organisms has DNA as the genetic material, except some viruses. As you can see, some viruses have RNA as the genetic material, including this coronavirus, which we are dealing with now. Okay, now we come to the different types of DNA and RNA. First, let us see the types of DNA. So this are the three types of DNA, major types of DNA: the A DNA, the B DNA, and the Z form of DNA. The most common DNA that is found in our body is the B form of DNA, where this is the approximate 10 bases between one pitch in the one pitch of DNA. This both A and B DNA are right-handed helix, that means they are folded in right-handed direction. A DNA is little more compact, and about 11 bases are there in one pitch, and some other differences are there between aDNA and bDNA. The most common, of course, is the bDNA, and the zDNA is also a very rare form of DNA, and here it is a left-handed helix. So the coiling is towards the left hand, and it's a zigzag structure, as you can see here. So these are the three major forms of DNA that you find in the cells. While in case of RNA, the types of RNA, this is the messenger RNA. It's a, you can see, single strand of RNA that you see, messenger RNA. It carries the information from the DNA. This is the ribosomal RNA, which forms the part of the ribosomes, and this is the transfer RNA, which basically transfers the amino acid to the messenger RNA, and this helps in the process of formation of proteins from the messenger RNA. So these are the three types of RNA that we can see here. Then the stability. Now DNA is more stable than RNA. Why? Because DNA has one less oxygen than RNA, which makes it more stable. Then it has thymine, which is again stabler, and it has a double helical structure, which gives it more stability to the DNA structure. While RNA is very reactive and not at all stable, and it's not stable in alkaline condition. In mostly alkaline condition, there is a chance that RNA will be very reactive. Therefore, RNA is most easily subjected to attack by enzymes. So in this case, RNA is less stable than DNA. Next is location. Now DNA is mostly found in the nucleus. This is the nucleus, and inside, as you know, the chromosomes are there, and the DNA forms the chromosome along with proteins, and also some amount of DNA is also present in mitochondria. In case of RNA, it's mostly found in the nucleolus. This is the area where the RNA is found, and also in the cytoplasm. So mostly the T and mRNA, that is transfer and messenger RNA, are found in the cytoplasm, while the ribosomal RNA is mostly found in the nucleolus region. Function. DNA is mostly, as you know, it stores the genetic information, and it has all the genetic information that is required for organisms to survive. RNA, it converts this genetic information and use this format to build proteins. So basically RNA is the, you can say, the link between DNA and proteins. It helps to carry the message from the DNA and build the proteins. So these are the differences between DNA and RNA.